Hey, this is Meredith's husband. I've got some SEO advice for you, but I'm going to keep it really simple so that you can understand it, so it makes sense, and most importantly, so you can actually use it. I think I made a grave mistake.
Oh, again?
No. This is the first time. This is the first time that's ever happened.
Yes, how?
So we did a podcast a couple weeks ago on AI. Weeks ago on AI. Remember?
Yes.
And I said at the beginning of that podcast that I don't like to do things that are, timely, because I was afraid they wouldn't age well.
You did.
Guess what happened?
Already?
Yeah.
Oh, get out.
Well, I need to clarify. I mean, things are changing like every single day.
Oh,
but
man.
I need to clarify a little bit, because I think the advice that I gave in that episode, like I said, might not age well or might be a little too vague.
Mm.
So I want to kind of cover what you should not do with AI in terms of blogging specifically, but also what things you might be able to do.
And are you going to put a disclaimer on the previous podcast? Like, this is now expired.
Well, I don't think so. They're only going to be literally 2 weeks apart. So I will name this one something to do with AI.
Yeah. Okay.
I'll just call it the newer version or something.
AI updated? I don't know.
But I did have, earlier this week, I had an epiphany.
Ooh.
And it reminded me of the epiphany I had
when you met me.
Not that one. That was overwhelming. One was a little more subtle.
Okay. A subtle epiphany. That's very nice.
Reminded me of the epiphany I had sometime in the 90s. Do you remember the internet before Google and before search engines?
Yes.
It was just
like Ask Jeeves?
No, that's a search engine. I mean, before search engines. I mean, when somebody said I have a website, and you're like, you have a what? What am I supposed to do with that?
Yeah. I remember listening to the radio and thinking, why are these morons advertising their website? Because they've already advertised where they are. Yeah. Why on earth would I ever go onto my computer when I can just go to the store?
Yeah. So there was this, this new internet, and people were like, well, this is cool, I guess. What would people ever do with this? Would anybody ever use this for business or anything at all?
Just seems so weird.
This was even before there was a big question whether or not Amazon would be profitable, whether or not you could make money on the internet, whether people would ever put their credit card into the internet.
Oh no. Yeah.
This was way before that, when it was just it was just randomness. Yeah. And I remember thinking then, wow, the first people to really make money off this, to do something cool with the internet is going to be whoever finds out a way to organize it. Mm. Enter search engines. Now, I had no idea at the time what that organization would look like. Right. But enter Yahoo and a dozen other search engines, and then Google, and all of a sudden the internet has some organization. You can use it. You can find things. And Google is now worth $1 trillion or close to it. I don't know.
Yeah.
Anyway, I had that epiphany.
Okay.
And I was like, this is going to be too bad I don't know how to do it, but this is what's going to make money.
Baby steps.
Yeah.
Baby steps.
I often have epiphanies like that where wow, this is how somebody else could make money.
Yeah. I had an epiphany last night. Okay, we're just going to soon just be two classes of people, the bringers and the buyers.
Well, that's definitely from your perspective. The sellers and the buyers. Yeah, it's kind of true. Anyway,
and those who do the ordering, and then the people who bring the stuff to them.
Mm-hmm. Sure. Okay.
Anyway,
back to my epiphany.
Yes, all right.
So I had the epiphany.
Yes.
That, so AI is this immensely powerful thing that we're all kind of this huge new thing is coming. I don't know what to do with it. What do you, does anybody do anything? It's just going to rule of us all. How? I don't know. And supposedly even the people who created AI don't really fully understand how it works.
That's good.
Yeah, that's kind of
comforting.
That's terrifying.
Super comforting.
But anyway, I had the epiphany, like, you know what? The people who learn how to use AI, who learn how to give a prompt to AI to get something useful out of it, are literally going to have like a superpower. It's not
Can't anybody just say?
Yeah. Okay. Yes. Now I tried this. Now, when you chat with AI, and there's a number of ways to do that. I'm definitely not going to get into that because in 2 weeks that will be outdated. But there are, when you interact with AI, you give it a prompt. That's what they call it. So, and I've tried this. And it comes back with garbage. To be honest, it comes back with nonsense. Not nonsense, but it's like not really useful. However, the people who understand how to create those prompts, how to get something valuable out of AI, they are going to have the superpower.
Yeah. For example, the people who have already learned how to color correct photographs the way that somebody wants to.
Yes.
And for the consumer, it's 5 cents an image.
Yes.
And for them, they don't do any work except for create the machine that does that.
They don't even create the machine. They create the prompt that accesses the machine. If you're a little freaky. I mean, there's right now, there's only one right now. Again, I'm only, in 2 weeks, this will probably be different. Right now, there's really only one kind of really powerful AI chatbot.
One real question from Meredith.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
AI and cryptocurrency.
Two different things. Totally different. Not even remotely.
Both things that I don't understand.
Yeah. Okay. There are more AI chat bots coming very soon. Probably Bing will be the next one. They're in like a beta phase right now. Some people have access, not everybody, but that's going to change. Then Google has one, and then everybody, who knows? Who knows? It's going to be like a beta versus
a betaverse.
Kind of a little bit. Yes, we are entering the betaverse.
Yeah.
It's a little bit like beta versus VHS, if you remember that battle.
Yeah.
Who's going to win? You have no idea. Well, now it's very clear who won.
Yeah.
It's going to be kind of like that, I think.
Wow. Okay.
Anyway, back to my superpower story. Yeah. The people who understand how to access that power are going to have literally a superpower. It's not a sexy it's not like big muscles or like lasers shooting out of your eyeballs or something.
Why not?
Or a cape, but it's literally like infinite intelligence, which is kind of a superpower.
This is all still.
So this is the epiphany I had, and I thought I was pretty smart to see this. So that was like Tuesday night. Wednesday morning, I walk into my office, and next to the printer is somebody printed out something that looks like a story from the New York Times, and the title is "The Hot New Job in Silicon Valley is AI Whisperer."
Oh.
Prompt engineers. So my epiphany was a little behind the times.
Yeah,
this is already a thing. There's already an entire industry of engineers who figure out how to prompt AI to get good results out of it.
Okay.
Who knows where we go from here? I don't know.
Uncharted territory.
The term prompt engineer didn't exist 3 months ago.
That's like one of the things when when you'd say like, oh, just Google the outlet, Google the something. And, 10 years ago, those words didn't exist. So now what was it? Prompter engineer?
Prompt engineer. So people who understand how to create a prompt. So like I said, I kind of tested this out and I did some I did some prompts of my own, and they were very simple because I was just testing. And then I actually looked at this article from the New York Times, and it's like the prompts that people put in are paragraphs long, like pages long, and you're basically just asking a question, asking the AI to come up with something, but you got to give it a lot of guidance. So the people,
right now, but don't you think in 4 minutes it's just going to be like,
it will
make me a mountain that's safe from the elements.
Yeah. Now, I don't know. I'm just guessing at this point. But what I would imagine will happen is AI bots will develop and ask you the follow-up questions that it needs to be more helpful. So it will become much more like a conversation. Right now, it's like you need to give it a really precise directive.
It's kind of exciting that we're in this point right now, because it's just like, it's not even soup yet. We just have ingredients. We don't even know if it's a cake, if it's soup, if it's peanut butter.
It's
cookie.
like when, to me, it's like it reminds me of the epiphany
origin
I had.
Of the universe.
Sorry, the epiphany I had with the internet. It's like, oh, well, this is going to be a thing. I don't know what it's going to be. I don't know what the thing is, but this is going to be a thing. It's
so interesting that our first, at least my first instinct and reaction is, it's going to be fucking awful. It's going to be the end of humanity.
You're not the only one. You're not the only one. Anyway. So in the last episode we did about AI, I mentioned that there's a lot of programs out there that you can go and generate blog entries.
Yes.
For your SEO, you just put in a prompt and bada bing, bada boom, here's your blog. I would still stay away from that. There's a lot of, there's going to be some major caveats here, but in general, when you see a program or a website that offers that, it's at this phase, at this stage, it's not going to be very good. Like, for example, Canva offers this. If you go to Canva, they have something you can just say, I want to write a blog about XYZ. It spits back a blog. I tried it. It sucked. It was terrible.
Good.
Now, there's a ton of sites out there like Canva. By the way, Canva is not terrible. Canva is actually great. Canva is amazing. If you don't have a Canva account, go get one.
Yeah.
Because it's awesome. Yeah. And you don't even need the paid one. You can get the free one.
Yeah.
It's still really good. But anyway, even they have nothing to do with blogging or writing or anything. And even they have a AI blog generator. So they're going to be all over the place.
Yeah.
Some are going to be better than others. I would still be very wary of
very wary. It's very important to be very wary of the new AI. Very wary. Quiet.
Just be wary of those things. Now, I want to clarify and say, I am not saying don't use AI. Obviously there are going to be ways to use AI. And if you have if you can develop those superpowers, awesome. Like, basically, if I could recommend something, I would say this: learn how to talk to AI. Not for SEO, but just in general. Because my personal perspective here, if you don't learn how to talk with AI, you are fucked.
But aren't there endless ways to talk to AI? Just like there are endless things that AI can do?
No, not really. But
says she who doesn't even know how to encounter an AI.
Who wonders what the difference between AI and cryptocurrency is.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they will continue to change. But if you start to learn, then you're gonna already be ahead of the curve. Like I said, I don't know what's coming tomorrow. How do you start to learn? Google it. It's
what do you mean?
Right now, ChatGPT is the main AI tool.
Chat, G as in goodness, B as in Betsy, T as in tarantula?
No, GPT. P as in Parker.
Parker. Okay.
ChatGPT. I don't know what the GPT stands for.
Yeah, I was going to just ask what that
stands for. But if you start to understand how to interact with AI, Bing's chatbot is not going to be that different, I can't imagine. And Google's chatbot is not going to be that different. But right now, you and I have, and everyone else, has no idea how to interact with AI. Yeah. Absolutely no clue.
No.
So we have no superpowers.
So we go to Google and put in GPT chat?
Chat GPT, I don't want to get into the specifics because it'll probably be different tomorrow, and then it'll be different again the day after. But Chat GPT right now is what you're looking for. Bing's is coming up. Bing's is called Bard. No, that's Google's. Google's is called Bard.
BARD?
Yeah. I forget what Bing's is. Yeah, like the college.
Or the Shakespeare?
Whatever the college is named after is probably what the Google.
Shakespeare.
Okay. I'll trust you on that one.
Geez, thanks.
She's an actress. She did a lot of Shakespeare people.
Used to be. So that's what this podcast is about?
Shakespeare? Yes.
Yes. No, AI and the
yeah,
chat.
I want to clarify. Don't go to some website like Canva, or there's going to be 100 others and that say they can blog for you and just put in a prompt, just say blog about children's photography and publish what they post. Right. I don't think that's a good idea.
Would it be a good idea to go to Canva, give the prompts for your blog, and then just with the blog that's AI generated, make it your own? So at least you have something to start from?
No, what I would do is this. First, I wouldn't go to Canva. I would go directly to ChatGPT, or there are plugins, they're like Chrome extensions that access ChatGPT for you, but ChatGPT is the one you're going to want to use. And you need to sign up for an account right now.
How?
Sign up you just go to, I don't want to get into the details because it'll be outdated in 2 seconds.
Okay.
But get access to ChatGPT or Bing's or Google's when they are released, which will be probably soon.
Okay.
Figure out how to do the prompts. Don't prompt it and then try to adjust the results. Okay. Figure out how to adjust what you are asking, how to be more specific. So honestly, there's no course out there on how to do this. It's literally trial and error. Yeah, but that's when that's when you can get an advantage, when there's no course on it. So and again, this is not for SEO. You don't need to do this for SEO. This is just general life advice. And but you could also use it. You trust me.
Well, you're also saying
people are using this. People are using this for SEO. Now, I would go to an AI chatbot, whether that's ChatGPT or the next one, and try to figure out how to give very precise prompts. Like, how do you do something very specific with photography, whatever that is, and then look at the result, and then revise your prompt, revise your question. Make it more specific. Okay, do this, and then give me a list of things, and then give me an image, and then give me a map, and then give me a summary, and then give me this. And so your prompt could get quite lengthy, actually, but it's more than just write an article for me. You need to focus on your prompt, because what's going to come out of AI eventually is going to be really good. I don't think you're going to make it any better by then adjusting it yourself. What you can adjust is what you put into the AI, and then what comes out is going to be better.
That makes more sense.
Yeah. And I know for a fact that companies are using AI for all sorts of very specific niches within SEO. Not just blogging, link building, question generation, outreach.
Do you think you're going to go out of business?
No, because I'm going to try to learn this shit myself.
You're so clever.
Well, let's not pat ourselves on the back quite yet.
Okay. Wow.
I'm going to try. I'm going to try to stay ahead of this curve.
That's impressive. You do that.
Yeah. But there will be there's going to be 100 million SEO companies out there powered by AI. And it's going to be, so in SEO, like the years 2002 through 2008 were kind of like the Wild West of SEO, where it's like, who knew what was like, it was some craziness. Like, who knew what was going to happen? This is going to be a re-entry into that phase. Kind of, but also a re-entry into that phase for everything outside of SEO as well. Yeah. Everything technical. Everything is going to say AI. Everything is going to be, we're going to be able to go to a restaurant and they'll have like AI soup. It's going to be everywhere.
And of course, it would be whatever you find most delicious.
Yeah. Anyway, that's my advice.
Thank you.
Hopefully I'm not back in 2 weeks giving you an update on this. But my advice, don't just go to a blog that says it can write your SEO, or don't go to a website that says, oh, we can write an SEO optimized blog for you in 2 seconds and do that and post it on your website. I don't think that's going to end up well. However, if you can put some time into learning how to, like I said, talk with AI and how to communicate with AI and get information out, that will be advantageous for SEO, I think, and just in life.
Thank you.
It's like a superhero intro course.
Okay.
All right. Let's hope I'm not updating this in 2 weeks.
You will be.
All right. Thank you, everybody.
Bye. Hey, thank you so much for listening. We really hope that you find this helpful and useful. And if you do, what you could do for us as a thanks would be to, drumroll please, yes, leave a review. Yes, everybody says it, I know, but it really does make a difference. Take 3 seconds, leave as many stars, say something really nice about what you like about the podcast and maybe why other people would like it. It would mean the world to us, especially my husband. That better? All right, I'm going to try one where I'm not going to be charming.